What's going on, guys? So I got this PS3 Super Slim with me today, and we're going to be seeing what happens when you put a foreign disc in it. So first of all, I just gotta say, I still can't believe they call it a Super Slim. How uncreative can you be? Of course, they had the original fat PS3, then they had the slim PS3, and they're like, oh, let's just make another PS3 and call it the Super Slim. But yeah, I just think it's kind of funny. So let's go ahead and get into the video, and first of all, I just picked this thing up from GameStop. It's a refurbished console from GameStop, actually, and go check the link in the video right now if you want to go watch the unboxing of that and me testing it out, that sort of thing. The only thing I'll give you from that video that I found out later is that this wireless controller doesn't actually work wirelessly. It only works with the cable plugged in, which is pretty unfortunate. But I'm outside the return window now on GameStop, so I can't really return it. But yeah, let me show you what kind of games we're going to try out. So, of course, we got our Xbox games, got our Nintendo games, got our PlayStation games, and then some other like random games, DVDs, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first of all, I need to turn on my console. So pretty simple button right there. Nothing fancy, you know. Light turns on green when it turns on, it's red when it's off. And the most interesting thing about this console is the disc slot. It's completely mechanical, so you just press the button right here and it slides open, and to close it back you just push it closed. It's super cheap feeling, but it's just intriguing to me that you can just slide it back and forth like that. But yeah, here we got the PS3. I'm going to turn my controller on, and let me just show you guys that it doesn't work wirelessly. Once I unplug it, it just disappears. And I've had it plugged into it for a while, so if it was like low on charge, it would have charged by now. So I think it's just an issue that something about it is broken. It's a little sketchy that it doesn't have a sticker on the back, so I think it might be like a third-party controller, but I'm kind of doubtful on that as well because it looks pretty real. But whatever, let's go ahead and get into it. So we got our original Xbox game first, Project Gotham Racing. And it's funny because I use this disc on most of my foreign disc videos, but I don't think I've ever actually played this game, like legit played it, like sat down and you know, there you go, like sat down and actually like played through a story or did a race or anything. I just use it as a foreign disc. And so I think on the PS3, when it's trying to load a disc, up in the top right hand corner, it'll show you this little spinny wheel. And oh, showing me a DVD video. So here we go, it's doing something. Oh yeah, this is right. So the original Xbox games, I think on most consoles it'll boot up like this, and this is actually super tricky, especially the first time I saw it. I was super sketched out because I thought I was actually about to play an Xbox game on the PS3. And so what it does is it just plays like a little DVD file. So it reads like a DVD, says this is an Xbox game disc, please put it in your Xbox to start playing. So some super trickery. And yeah, that's not doing it. I always forget that you can actually press this button to open it up. I guess it wasn't done. That was probably not smart for me to do. But yeah, that was interesting. And if you see, it actually went to video to open it, so it wasn't like it was opening a game or anything. It was actually literally just treating it as like a video file. So we got the 360 next, Assassin's Creed 3, and I just found this game in my stack of games, and this is one of my favorite games. Well, it's at least my favorite Assassin's Creed game. I think it might have actually been the first Assassin's Creed game I played. But I kind of just really like the story. I don't really remember the story at this point, but I do remember liking the story a lot. And so we got another video file that's trying to play now. And yeah, if you remember Assassin's Creed 3, it's Revolutionary War, I think. Yeah, pretty fun. And it's trying to video cannot be played. So that was okay. So it tried to load it up as a DVD, and then it just gave me an error. Whereas the original Xbox was actually able to play something. It's kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of awkward getting the games out of here without like scratching them and stuff. So Xbox One. I'm always still confused when I open this game up or open an Xbox One case and the game is on the left side, just because like pretty much every other case ever is on the right side. I wonder which side they'll be on for the Xbox Series X. I'm actually pretty curious about that. I'm hoping they're back on the right side just to be normal like all other consoles, but you know, Microsoft, they probably won't be normal. They'll probably stick on the left hand side again. Alright, so I think it just stopped. Yeah. So it didn't even try to read it. Like I guess it just realized it was too advanced for it, and it was like, nah, I'm not trying to read this thing. Alright, so we got all our Xbox games out of the way. Let me go try the Nintendo games. Alright, so Nintendo games. And by the way, you may have seen this little light back here. I'll throw a link to Amazon in the description if you want to check it out. It actually like changes colors and stuff. Kind of cool. I'll let it cycle in the background. I think it'll change colors in the background. Kind of random, but yeah. Sonic Riders for the GameCube. This is another one of those games that I've never really actually played. I just have it and use it as a foreign disc. And I'm not too concerned about putting it in this time because it's, it's a stable place where I put the disc in. If you guys watch my foreign disc videos, you know that usually I'm pretty concerned about the GameCube games just because if you stick them in a disc drive, they, may disappear. But something like this, where you're actually physically attaching it to where it spins, I'm not concerned about. But what I am concerned about is that it's not trying to load at all. I heard it spin like one time, and I can actually hear it spinning a little bit again. Maybe. It was spinning, but it definitely was not doing anything. It was trying to read it. But it definitely, nothing pulled up. So, got a Wii, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Ooh, that was a nasty sound. I know some of you guys are probably gonna get on me and think that I abuse my games. I don't. It's just kind of hard to take game discs out of the case with one hand when we're doing this. But I definitely like to keep my games clean and keep them in the case and everything. So the disc is actually spinning, and it's giving me a little spinny wheel up here. We'll give it a few more seconds to see if something happens. Maybe over in video. Nope. So I feel like this is one of those games that's just gonna spin forever. It definitely was. It was just gonna sit there and spin forever if I didn't inject it. Man, this video would have been like 3 hours long. 2.5 hours of just watching Super Mario Galaxy 2 spin. And last up for Nintendo, we got the Wii U, Nintendo Land. I wonder if Nintendo will ever come out with another disc-based console. You figure they got to, because if they get games that are large enough files, there's no way they can stick them all in a cartridge. I mean, they're able to do it for the Switch, but once they get to 4K and 8K and stuff, there's no way they'll be able to fit all that on the Switch or a cartridge. So it spun like one time, then it stopped. If you look real quick, it shows a loading screen or the loading circle for. It's taking longer this time. That was about 10 seconds, and then it stopped. So at least with the Wii U, it doesn't spin forever. It eventually figures out that nothing's happening and stops. But that's Nintendo games. Let's go ahead and get into the PlayStation games now. Alright, so the PlayStation games, this is what we're all here for, because this is a PlayStation console. So let's start with PS1. Crash Bash Classic. I've had this game for ages. I vividly remember buying this from Blockbuster when Blockbuster was a thing. Yeah, that was ages ago. But I did have a PS1 for a little while, like back in the day. To save data, you must create a memory card storage. Yes. Nice. So I think this is one of those consoles, one of the PS3s that actually plays PS1 games. Maybe. Let's see. Nice, dude. It's loading up. It's your lucky day, Crash Bash. Or Crash. Does anybody know what this dude's name is? I feel like I used to know what his name is, but I don't remember it, obviously. Dude, Spyro. Nice. Dude, it's definitely working, though. It's loading up. This game is, like, I'm not gonna lie, this game is actually really fun. It's like a mini game type of game where you, like, play with friends and, just try to do, like, the ridiculous mini games they have. It's kind of like a Mario Party type of thing, but with Crash. And, yeah, it's definitely legit. And, yeah, it's definitely working. So I don't need to see anymore. Let's go ahead and inject this thing. So, I don't remember if all PS3s play PS1 games or if it's only certain PS3s. We got a PS2 game now. We'll see about this. GTA. And now we just wait. See if our spinning wheel of magic does anything. Oh, it just stopped immediately. It didn't even do anything like, yeah, this is a PS2 disc, you can't play it. It just said no to me. Okay, it is showing now. This model PS3 system does not compatible with PlayStation 2 format software. There we go. So it at least tells me it's actually, you know, it's acting knowledgeable now. It's telling me that you can't play PS2 games. That's nice of it. I appreciate it. Call of Duty Ghosts for the PS3. Now, if this game doesn't work, then this whole video is invalid. Because a PS3 game should work on a PS3, obviously. At least I hope so. If it doesn't, then I got ripped off by GameStop. That's all I know. So, yeah. There it is. Call of Duty Ghosts. Let's see if it loads up. Hopefully so. Yeah, you got this little Destiny thing in here. Pre-order now, man. These games, it's crazy how long these games came out ago. Or how long ago these games came out. It's crazy to think about. Oh yeah, it's definitely working. I want to do the dirty here. I'm going to eject it without even quitting. That's like a cardinal sin. But I'm not sure that it actually really matters that much. Alright, so PS3 game done. And this doesn't have a title on it, but if you know anything about PS4, you'll probably know what game this is. This is The Last of Us 2, and it's the Steelbook. And I'm going to go ahead and open this in my lap so I don't open it up too hard and like damage the Steelbook or something, because Steelbooks are really nice. Big fan of Steelbooks, especially 4K Blu-rays. I actually have a lot of those Steelbooks. Big fan. Alright, so Last of Us 2. And I just remembered that I've never actually finished that game. I need to go back and play that and finish it up. That was quick. Kind of like the Xbox One, where it realized it was like a high-tech disc, and it just immediately said no. What about that? That'd be crazy, though, if Sony could throw a software update on here and let you play PS4 games. Of course, that would completely render their new consoles useless, but that'd be kind of funny. So, done with the PlayStation games. Let's go ahead and get into our like random games and stuff now. Alright, so time for our random games. First up, we got Lego Racers for the PC. I've talked about this game a lot. I used to play this game when I was young. Pretty fun game. I'm actually going to put Roller Coaster Tycoon away because that's just another PC game. We don't need to try two of those. And it spun a little bit. And nothing doing. Oh, it was still spinning. That was weird. It was still spinning, but the little spinny at the top of the screen had stopped spinning, which usually those two correlate. So that was odd. Next up, we got an HD DVD. Dude, HD DVDs, like, I bought this HD DVD like a year ago so that I could do a HD DVD video. I'll actually put it up on the screen right now. I did a 4-disc and HD DVD video, and that was pretty funny. I basically used like an old HD DVD add-on that you can get for the Xbox 360. Maybe I should buy like an actual HD DVD player and see what that does. But yeah, it spun a little bit. It's actually still spinning on the screen and in real life. Or not in real life, but like the actual disc is spinning, but it's got a really weird pattern of spinning. I think I finally stopped. It was like going slow, going fast, going slow, going fast. That was odd. I got these discs laying everywhere. Alright, Sega Saturn, Daytona USA. Let's see what this bad boy's got for us. I'm pretty sure this is the disc where it comes up with like a CD player and tries to play you like a sound file or a music file. And sometimes it's a really weird noise, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 21 tracks. I don't know what this is. I mean, I guess I have to accept if I want to actually listen to some stuff. An error occurred while obtaining CD information. Let's just try one of the tracks. I don't hear anything. That's weird. So I don't hear it when it's... Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, so it's definitely playing. Obviously I don't want to play it too much because I don't want to get like a copyright strike from that music. But yeah, so Sega Saturn game definitely plays some nice music. You know, you could jam out to that. You could just use it as a music CD if you really want to. Can't play the game. You can just use your Sega Saturn for that, I guess. But here we got a DVD, 21 Jump Street. And what is all this mess? Get out of my way. Alright, 21 Jump Street. This thing should be able to play DVDs. but we're about to see. Hopefully it does. Not that I really watch DVDs anymore. I watch 4K Blu-rays when I can. If not, I'll watch Blu-ray, but regular DVDs hurt my eyes. I know that's like pretty like an elitist thing to say, but I can't stand looking at the SD pic, the standard definition picture of a DVD. But it definitely is loading up. I'm not gonna get much further because I don't want to, you know, all those FBI warnings when you boot up movies. I'm not trying to get the FBI knocking on my door, but a DVD definitely works. And our last thing to try, we got a 4K. As I was mentioning, I like 4K movies. Ooh, that hurt me right there. So I got 4K and Blu-ray in here. So let's try the 4K first. Man, I hate having to get these discs out with one hand. It's really annoying. So I usually have to like flex the disc. All right, so I don't really expect a 4K Blu-ray to play. I expected to do the same thing that the PS4 game and the Xbox One game did, where it spins and it stops pretty much immediately, but it's actually spinning a lot. It's got like a fast, slow kind of spin cycle, which is actually concerning me because it sounded like not so great. It definitely wasn't going to play, but the spin cycle sounded not great. So let's try the actual Blu-ray now. Now the Blu-ray should work because the PS3 games were actually a Blu-ray format. So Blu-ray movie should work. That was like the benefit to buying a PS3 when it came out, is you got a Blu-ray player with your PS3 player. Whereas Xbox 360, you had to like buy an HD DVD add-on to do HD DVDs, and then HD DVD was just like not a success. But yeah, it's definitely booting up Blu-ray. It's kind of funny they got Blu-ray and 4K on this E.T. movie that came out like, what was it, the 80s or 90s? Ages ago. And I'm trying to get this on my screen, but it's not doing anything, so it let me quit playback, so let's go ahead and kick it out now. And, you know, last but not least, I got something weird to try. I have my money to try. I usually try money. I'll try that real quick. But I got something even weirder to try that you guys are not expecting. I can definitely fit the money in there. It's actually trying to spin it. Like that little thing is spinning. That's funny. It was trying to like read it, but it wasn't moving, obviously. I have a mint here. I kind of want to stick the mint and see if it fits on a little circle right here. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, so I had to take it out of the wrapper. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Oh, the thing I didn't think about is this. Oh, it's perfect. It fits perfectly. Let's do this. Dude. Oh, man. Something happened because it didn't. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's. I wonder what actually triggers it to make a disc spin. Maybe it's. I bet it's the laser like detecting something close by, and then it starts spinning. And since this is not actually covering up the laser, it might not detect it at all. So it probably just thinks it's an empty disc tray. That's definitely what's happening. But that is kind of cool that the mint fits perfectly, like on the little mounting circle right there, and it actually fits under the closing disc tray. So yeah, that was kind of cool. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And right next to the subscribe button, there's actually a join button where you can basically join my channel membership and pay a small fee for some benefits each month. If you want to support my channel even more, definitely check that out. But again, thanks for watching guys, thanks for the support, and hope you have a great day.